Hey, good morning, Dave. One of the women who complained has gone public with her allegations. She is one of two women saying that they were sexually abused beginning more than a year ago by guards at the Hutto Detention Center. Those guards are still employed at the facility in Taylor. The women's cases are being handled by the Mexican-American Legal Defense and Educational Fund. Now, they're wanting a federal investigation by Homeland Security. The company that manages the center is CoreCivic. Today, county commissioners will vote on whether to end its contracts with CoreCivic as well as ICE. Happening later this morning, the group Grassroots Leadership will lead a protest at the courthouse in support of shutting down the center. That's set to start at 8 this morning. Organizers will lead a march around the courthouse before going in to testify before the commissioners. The group says it wants to pack inside the courtroom with supporters. Again, that's set to start happening in less than an hour. Back to you in the studio. Amanda, the group that's organizing this protest is Grassroots Leadership, based off their Facebook page. They plan on getting here at 8 this morning and marching around the outside of the courthouse. Now, this group supports shutting down the Hutto Detention Center, which currently houses about 600 immigrant women. We're told dozens of mothers there have been separated from their children. Over the weekend, members went to an orientation to become mentors to these women and to plan today's protest. The Williamson County Commissioners Court will vote on whether to terminate its contracts with ICE and CoreCivic, the company that operates the center.
A lot of them are still trying to find, where their children are and communicate with them. But the fact of the matter is that they should never be locked up anyway for seeking safety.
Commissioners Court will meet at 9:30 this morning. If they do decide to terminate the contracts, that will go into effect January 31st of next year. Back to you in the studio.
Jacqueline Sarkeesian in Georgetown. Jacqueline, thank you.
Hey, good morning, Dave. Before I give more information on that, I just want to give you guys a live look of all these people who have showed up here at the courthouse about to start a protest, hoping that the Commissioners Court decides to terminate the contract, the county's contract with the company that owns the Hutto Detention Center. All these people are here hoping that it gets shut down. But going back to what you were talking about, one of the women who complained has gone public with her allegations. She and another woman say they were sexually abused beginning more than a year ago by guards at that detention center. Those guards are still employed at the facility in Taylor. The woman's cases are being handled by the Mexican-American Legal Defense and Educational Fund. Now, they're wanting a federal investigation by Homeland Security. The company that manages the center is CoreCivic. Today, like I mentioned, county commissioners will vote on whether to end its contracts with CoreCivic as well as ICE. In about 10 minutes or so, the group Grassroots Leadership will lead a protest at the courthouse in support of shutting down the center. And Claudia here is a part of that organization. Good morning. Thank you for talking with us. Talk a little bit about the group here and quite the large turnout.
Well, I think there's many people from the community who are concerned about this detention center existing. We know there's about 40 women who were separated from their children at the border recently who are now being held at Hutto. And so I think as we learn more and more about everything that happens at Hutto, from sexual abuse to mothers being separated, community members just don't want to see this prison exist in Taylor anymore.
And talk a little bit about what specifically will be happening here. There will be a march around the courthouse, and then you're going inside.
Yes, so we're going inside. We will march first. We will tell people what's going on for those who are new and haven't been here before. A lot of these are just new people that are coming out. And then we are going to see the vote that is happening. The vote is to terminate the contract that the county has with ICE and with CoreCivic to run this for-profit detention center. And so we're not sure what time the vote will happen, but we're committed to stay until that happens.
And did you guys know, allegedly what was happening at the detention center before all of this unfolded with Jeff Sessions and the Trump administration's zero tolerance policy?
Yes, we've been working at the Hutto Detention Center. We have a visitation program where community members can visit the women who are detained there. And so we've been aware of many issues that have been going on. We were familiar with the issues of sexual assault that came out to the public light late last year. And so we've been aware of all of the issues that go on in there, yes.
The vast majority of people here, we've noticed probably some mothers here, some clergy members. I mean, what all different types of backgrounds.
Yeah, definitely. I think the issue, right, that's happening now with separating mothers from their kids at the border has brought many people out to say that this is not who we are as a country and this is not how we want history to remember us. And we're hoping that the commissioners hear that, right? Because as you said, there's many people from different backgrounds, people who are just concerned about these mothers being ripped away from their kids. And I mean, knowing they have them in their own backyard, it's probably pretty intense for them.
Yeah, well, Claudia, thank you for talking to us. We appreciate it. Like you see, Claudia's shirt, a lot of people are wearing this. It reads "Shut Down Hutto." There are numerous signs, people, and there's like numerous signs. People have made posters, banners, whatnot. So we're going to have another live report coming up around 8:30, and we'll show you guys that protest happening here at the courthouse. Dave, I'm going to send it back to you in the studio.
All right, Jacqueline, thank you very much.
Good morning, Dave. Well, you saw earlier there were nearly 100 people out here in the courthouse protesting, hoping that county commissioners terminate the contracts with ICE and the detention center, or the company that operates the detention center. Most of those people have already gone inside, made their way into the courtroom. Commissioner's court starts in about 30 minutes. We still have a small group of people here playing some music and whatnot, but you saw the large crowd that was out here. People from all different backgrounds, ages, ethnicities, everyone was out here. But going back to what you were mentioning regarding that federal investigation, one of the women who complained has gone public with her allegations. She and another woman say they were sexually abused beginning more than a year ago by the guards at the Hutto Detention Center. Those guards are still employed there. The women's cases are being handled by the Mexican American Legal Defense and Educational Fund. Now they're wanting a federal investigation by Homeland Security. The company that manages the center is Core Civic. Today, like I mentioned, county commissioners will vote on whether to end its contracts with Core Civic as well as ICE. The court hearing or the meeting starts at 9:30 this morning. If county commissioners do decide to end its relationship with ICE and that company, that will go into effect January 31st of next year. Back to the studio.